Hey guys, Toki here, bringing you our second 5-minute or less raid guide for Vault of the Incarnates. As a reminder, these guides are meant to give you a brief rundown of the fight while skipping over common threats, such as dodging swirlies, and focusing on the really defining mechanics for each boss fight. I highly recommend you supplement this guide by watching other guides with actual fight footage so you know what these mechanics look like. In addition, I'd like to caveat that this strategy is based on information we've received from beta. We're closely monitoring any changes Blizzard might make, and will adjust our strategy accordingly closer to raid week. With that out of the way, I'd like to share our strategy for Terros. Terros has three fight defining mechanics, but before we get into those, I'd like to share with you how to visualize his encounter space. You can divide it into three even sections, and we'll have two markers per section. We'll use those markers as focal point for his first mechanic that we're going to talk about, called Rock Blast. Whoever has Rock Blast, which is a standard shared soak mechanic, will go to the mark, or just to the left or right of the mark if there's damaging ground underneath the mark, and that will allow the melee to keep DPS uptime on the boss while also sharing the soak. Now, that leads us to our second mechanic, which is called Awakened Earth. This will spawn spikes underneath your character that you'll need to arrange in a line so that the Halandris esque tank beam can be used to clear all of them out in one shot. Now, in Heroic, four of them will spawn, and from beta data, all four can be cleared with just one line, and it will not kill the raid. In Mythic, six spawn, and we'll need two lines. We'll adjust that if the tuning seems too hard during raid week. Now, as far as where to place these, we always want these to the left of whatever shape we're stacking on, so that we all know where to go and we can make a nice clean line for the tanks to hit. As these mechanics go out, this area will start to be covered by damaging ground, and we'll naturally want to rotate around the boss to the next marker. So we'll start at star and begin rotating to moon once there's too many damaging items on the ground. Now, something also to be aware of is sometimes the awakened spikes happen at the same time as the shared soak mechanic. Now, this shared soak mechanic needs as many people in it as we can because it is very highly damaging. And so what we'll have is the Awakened Earth players off to the left side of the shared soak, same general location as they were before, with the rest of the raid filling out the rest of the circle. They'll still make their line with the Awakened Earth, which can still be cleared by one hit from the tank beam, but they'll also be in this shared soak. Now, every 100% energy, Terros will also cast Annihilation, which will clear out one of the three sections of his room. Now, because a lot of these mechanics drop ground that damages you, we want to make sure that we bait this Annihilation onto the area that has all this extra ground effects on it. And we believe that it's targeted towards the largest group of players, so we'll have to make sure that we bait and potentially gate out as it comes down. And that's all there is to this fight. We repeat the strategy through each of the three quadrants till we either run out of room or the boss dies. And so that concludes our guide on Terros. Make sure to smash that like button for the algorithm or something. Happy raiding.